Hey, welcome back. Now that we've learned about design thinking and its 5 steps, let's explore the first one, empathize, in more detail. In order to empathize with your customers, you actually have to not only speak to them, you also have to put yourself in the environment that your customer is in. One of the best quotes and pieces of advice around this topic comes from Steve Blank, a professor of entrepreneurship at Stanford Business School. And Steve always says you need to get out of the building, meaning that you need to leave your ivory tower. You need to go where your customers are and see what they're seeing, hear what they're hearing, and talk to them. Now, there are certain tools that can help you do this in a systematic manner. One of my, or the favorite tool that I have in this case, is the Empathy Map Canvas created by Dave Gray. That tool forces you to get out of the building and speak to your customer. Because if you don't do that, you won't be able to fill out that canvas. You can put in assumptions, but you cannot put in things based on your own and real experience. You will find this tool in your workbook so that you can actually see what elements, what boxes the canvas consists of. But just to name a few, it starts first and foremost with who are we empathizing with? What do they need to do? What do they say? What do they see? What do they hear? All of these questions are relevant questions in order to systematically understand and empathize with your customer. An alternative tool to the Empathy Map Canvas, a bit simpler, is the Value Proposition Canvas created by Alex Osterwalder and Strategizer. And that tool, especially the right-hand side of the tool, covers the first step, the empathize step in design thinking. It consists of 3 elements. The customer profile includes the jobs to be done and the pains and gains. And if you think about jobs to be done, you can distinguish between social jobs that need to be done in terms of getting a certain status, or other types of jobs in terms of getting actually a type of job done. If you look at the Empathy Map Canvas or the Value Proposition Canvas in more detail, you will learn about those things as well. Now, once you speak to your customer and fill out either of these canvases, you can move on to the second step in design thinking. But before we get there, one of the questions that people frequently ask me is, Saurabh, to how many customers do we have to speak as part of Empathize? My response is usually to set out to speak to 8 to 10 customers. Now, if you speak to this 8 to 10 customers and you realize or identify similar patterns, this might be enough for the time being. But if you realize that these customers have, again, very different needs, very different jobs to be done, different pains and gains, then probably you have to increase the number of people you speak to. So start out with 8 to 10, you might need 30 to 50. But get started, and once you speak to them, you will know whether more conversations, whether more interviews are needed. In our next video, we will look at how you can capture the understanding from your customers and make it available to the rest of your team and your stakeholders. See you there.